All right, get started here pretty quick. Tonight we're starting a new playthrough. Finished up, made the game-winning condition last time. So we're gonna move forward. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get a new map going. What we're going to do on this playthrough is go after the Lazy Bastard achievement. I think I'm just going to do it on defaults. With the one exception being making sure we have a good start area with all of our stuff. I think this is our start area right here. Let's copy that map string and we'll check a couple others. Ooh, that's kind of promising. Copper, stone, iron, and coal right on top of each other. Water's kind of far away though. Coal's far away. Yeah, we want something pretty. Let's see, this wouldn't be too bad. There's some coal right there, iron, copper, stone, coal there, water there. I like this one with that big old nasty long string. We've got coal, stone, iron, copper right here with water right here. I think we can work with that. Looks like we got a little bit of cliff structures right here. Yay, nay? What do you think? I think we can work with this. Do have some aliens pretty close, or some biters. I haven't played with biters for a while, so this could be multiple restarts to get this going. So basically, let's go up here and get our achievement. On the screen right here. So basically we have to achieve winning condition only handcrafting 111 items or less. I think this will do nicely. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so we start out with a burner mining drill and a stone furnace. This is probably going to be one of the most difficult achievements I've ever tried to do. I am notoriously bad at being patient. And Let's see here. And you would think, oh, this probably isn't going to be too bad because, you know, we're going to mine things and this and that. I'm going to make a drill. I'm going to make this. I'm going to make that. But everything you make dude, popping windows up everywhere. Everything you make has bits and pieces that are used to make it. So if we go look here, this guy right here requires an iron gear wheel and an iron plate. If we go look at an iron gear wheel, that takes 2 iron plates. So that's going to be 2 iron plates plus the 1 iron gear wheel, which is going to be 3, just to make 1 iron gear wheel. So that's where it gets tricky. I'm not doing this out of my own brain. I am following a kind of a bootstrapping guide, I guess you could say, to know the minimums to get around. So there's going to be a lot of time here where we're waiting for things. That's one of the things about this particular challenge, is that it takes a lot longer because you have to try and bootstrap everything instead of going, oh, I'm going to go mine some coal, go mine some iron, I'm going to drop it in here and make these plates, and I'm going to make belts by hand and start off that way. So it does take a bit to get it going, but and I've watched a few people do it. It's pretty interesting and fun to watch. I've always wanted to try it, and that's what I'm doing. I'm going to try it. Let's see if we can do it. So once we get some coal built up here, probably about a few stacks of coal, we'll pull those into our inventory as they fill up, because the smelter or the furnace will hold some coal. We'll move on to getting some copper. The first step we want to get to where we can really start accelerating things is researching some science. I am going to have to craft science packs by hand, because we won't have an assembler yet to be able to do that. So let's look around here. Once we get some stuff researched, and we're going up here next, we'll come over here. We have to create a, we're going to have to handcraft a water pump, a boiler, and a steam engine. I think that's what they call it, to produce power. At least 1 power pole, a research laboratory, and then the 10 what do you call them? 10 science packs, so we can research this guy here. Once we get this guy, we're good to go. We can start building some stuff. I also picked up another game. I'm thinking about maybe doing Saturdays as a different game. Normally I stream Monday. What's today? Monday, Thursday, Friday? I think that's what I've got on my schedule. Can't really remember. Um, but I'm thinking about picking up Saturday mid-morning or afternoon for this new game. It's called Satisfactory. I was talking with a guy at work about it, and I've been watching some videos on it, and it's kind of cool. I'm not going to say it's Factorio and Minecraft mixed together, but it's the same kind of resource mining, gathering, factory building, automation type of thing, but in a first-person view. Um, so I picked that up, and I'll probably play it just to familiarize myself with it a little bit. But I don't know. Do you think I should play it to familiarize myself with it, or do you think we should just jump in and play it together, learning it? I know there's a lot of people out there that have like their first run videos out there of it. I don't necessarily want to copy them, but I don't want to take away from what you guys want to see either. So yeah, you can let me know on Twitter or whisper me here, message me here, comment on the YouTube video once it's spit out over there, or DM me on Instagram. Why are you so slow? Yeah, I don't know how many how many this will run out into. I think once I get the assembly machines going, it's just going to be the diligence of not crafting something by hand. One playthrough I saw somebody do ended up being, I mean, he wasn't even near mid-game yet, and he was already at like 105 crafted items. Can you say impatient? I don't know if cutting down trees counts as crafting or not. I'm not going to risk it. I had one in my inventory, so that was just enough to get the burner miner going. We will have to build defenses as well. I'm not sure doing it this way how much pollution we're going to create. I mean, we're not doing widespread manufacturing or anything like that right off the bat, but we are going to be focusing heavily on the automation and not doing it ourselves, and the machines create pollution, and the pollution may as well be Brondo because it's got what the biters like. It's got what the biters crave. Electrolytes. No, it's pollution. They live off pollution. Almost 2 stacks. Give him half. No. No. Is that not working? Weird. I was trying to give it half a stack. I forgot how to do it. Should be control, right click. No? Oh well. That's just right click. Alright. We'll just keep on keeping on. So let's kind of look at some math here. Gear wheel, electronic circuit, pipe. So you can see the raw materials it needs down here: 3, 5, 3 copper, and 5 iron plates. Is it going to matter? I don't think it's going to matter because handcrafting is handcrafting. If I come in and do wire and then an iron plate to create this circuit, I think it's going to be the same as me just, once I have the smelted materials, clicking on this. It'll create the pipe and all the dependent items. It'll create the electronic circuit and all of its stuff and the gear. We'll see what happens, how much it goes up for our stuff. So we're going to need one of these, and one of those. Then we're going to need one of these, one of these, and 10 of those. So, and that's just to get to the point where we can make an assembler. Then we have to make one of those, right? You know, including the stuff in there, we're pretty close, but we'll just let it keep mining. We'll get 50, 40, 30, something in here, and then we'll pick up and go grab our copper, or go pick up some copper. Yeah, this may not be super duper exciting for the first stream or so. I am going to be saving often. I've got the auto saves every 15 minutes, but I had a situation on my last map, or on my last playthrough. It's like it would have been the second to last. It was the second to last stream that I did. I kicked the power button on my surge suppressor and unplugged, basically turned off power to my switch, my computer, everything. And yeah, it took me a while to get back into the stream, but I did and finished the stream out. So yeah, luckily I didn't lose anything, or very little. So we'll take a stack. Whoops. All right. So now we want to have about 40 40 or 50 copper plates here. And then once we get that, we'll move on to iron ore. We need a lot of iron ore, probably about 150. We already have some in our inventory, 8. So yeah, 150, that should be good. I think these smelters or these furnaces will hold 100. So far I haven't misclicked. I haven't accidentally crafted anything, which is good. And that's why another reason I'm going to be saving. So if I accidentally blow out and go too far, then I can always reload the last save and start back over, so I don't have to, you know, completely start from scratch. I would prefer to not have to do that. Let's see. Hello, I know nothing about this game, but I will be lurking. Oh, Sorcerer. Thanks for lurking. Yeah, it's an amazing game. You should really embrace your logistics nerd and get into it. Your husband would love you for it, I'm sure. And congratulations on reaching the level of Twitch affiliate, by the way. All right, getting pretty close here. I mean, I know this game isn't Overwatch or something fun like that, but I'm sure, being a mom, that you would appreciate the logistics of moving stuff around. Okay, we're just gonna let this go ahead and get 50 copper plates, and then we'll pick up and go grab some iron. And if you're not familiar with the game, if you look over here in this area, it shows you how many resources are inside this miner. So I've got 47 copper plate and 46 coal. This guy's mining this copper ore and spitting it into here, and we're smelting it into copper plates. So there we go. Let's go get some iron. So place this fella, place this fella. And then we'll do that. And you know, about 150 of these. So we'll be picking those up here as they come out. And then once that's done, we can make, you know, start making some stuff, get some electricity going. Yeah, start making stuff. Once we get our research, you know, all that stuff, the offshore pump, steam engine lab, pole, the electric pole, the boiler, and our science packs built. Once we get all that done, we'll go drop them over by that little puddle of water over here, hook them up so that they can all sit nicely together, and let that research take place. We'll go grab 15 stone or find a big rock and do it that way. Do we have any big rocks? Oh, look at that. I could just do that right now. Oh yeah. I'll do this guy right here. He happens to be 20. I don't know if mining counts as handcrafting. It does not. That is awesome. We're going to need wood for a power pole. Nice. See, now we'll have nothing to do while we're waiting for the research. Could have been mining a rock and cutting down a tree, but now we're just gonna have to sit there and watch the research lab. Research, research. We're gonna be going until 9 tonight. Look at that, we're already half an hour in almost. Yeah, Saturday is the day I'm going to start that Satisfactory game. I'll start the download tonight after I finish this stream, and I guess it's about 10 gigs. It's a pretty impressive game. It's still early release in development, kind of like Factorio, but I've been talking with some people about it at work and watching a couple videos, and a big thing for me is if my wife enjoys watching me play the games. I did a control left click to harvest the iron plates out of that furnace, by the way. She likes watching video games. When we first got together and started dating, I was a gamer on the old Xbox and stuff like that. She came up from the old Nintendo Entertainment Systems and loved the video games, Mario Kart, all the fun stuff. We played games on my Commodore Amiga when I had it. So yeah, always playing games, Sega Genesis, whatever it was, we were playing video games. We got married, got an Xbox. We're playing those. I remember playing video games on the original Xbox console with my little tiny baby son sitting in my lap. When he was even, too small to hold up his head, I'd just kind of lean back on the couch and put him on my lap, and he'd be leaning against my knees, looking back at me, and I'd be playing video games. Of course, that naturally translated into him reaching out for the controller and, eventually getting him into the video games. And my second son and my youngest daughter, they all got into video games. So we've been a video game family for quite a while. My wife doesn't play so much, but it's entertainment for us. So when the kids are playing or have their friends over and they're playing, we would watch them play. But my wife told me the other day, she's like, I just don't understand what the attraction is to this game. It is the most boring game I've ever seen in my life. I don't know how you can stand playing this or how people can stand watching it. I'm like, I love it. I said, there's a lot of people out there that love it as well. So I asked her, I showed her a video last night. It's like, hey, check this game out. She watches it, and like, is this something you could watch me play? She goes, oh yeah. She goes, I'd totally watch you play that. I'd much rather watch that than Factorio. So it does have a wider appeal, I think, than this, strategy, engineering, resource gathering game. Adds that third dimension to it. It's a first-person perspective. I think that there's a PvP mode to it as well, so you can play against multiple people. There's alien creatures in there that you can fight and get things from, and you research and build factories and conveyors, and it's going to be really, really fun. I haven't actually played it yet. My coworker played it last night after he bought it, and he absolutely loved it. So I just went ahead and bit the bullet and got it. I didn't grab it when I created the map, but I could go back in and get the seed if anybody wants to play along or have a go at this same map. I can grab the seed and post that as well. At 111. We're going for about 150. And then we'll, yeah, 150, then we'll start handcrafting some items. And watch, as we handcraft items, watch how this number goes up. Let's see if I can estimate it. I've never been good at figuring out to the T what the end result was going to be of these, right? Like crafting and figuring out the ratios and all that stuff. Oops, I almost clicked that. Oh, this is going to be so hard. This is what I do anytime I try and figure out ratios. It's like, oh man, there's so many pieces. So let's try, I don't have any paper down here. So we need one iron gear wheel. An iron gear wheel is 2 iron plates. So that's going to be 3 items to get that one iron gear wheel. Okay. We're going to need a pipe. 2. So that puts us up to 5 items. I think I can remember 5. Maybe. Okay, and then we're going to need 2 electronic circuits. So that's 6, 7. Copper wire. 10. 11. Is that right? My math is probably off, but I'm estimating we're going to have 11 items on our counter just by crafting that one pump. So that should give us our 140. Come on, man, more. 46. Three more. 2 more. 1 more. Boom. All right, so let's grab this guy. And we are going to move to stone after this. And our stone was right here. So I'm just going to go drop it down here. I mean, we don't need the economy of movement and efficiency and all that stuff here. But I figure while he's... And we just need stone. Yeah? Yeah, I just need 15. Oh, I already got my stone. See that? I even forgot. I was over there mining a rock. Got some stone. So let's head up to our water. Okay. And I established that I can cut trees down, yeah? Yep. No mining penalty or handcrafting penalty for cutting down trees. So we're just going to cut this stuff out. We're going to need more poles anyway. I may be able to drop that pump in there. Maybe not. All right, so here we go. 1. Oh, only 8. Only 8. I really want to figure out why. Maybe it's the number of base resources too. But it had to make intermediary things. So right here we've got 1. I've already crafted the copper and the iron plates, so that's not an issue. So on the top level we've got 4 right here, right? We got an iron wheel, circuits, and pipes. So the iron wheel, yeah, I've already got the plates. That's where I went wrong. I added in the iron plates on this, plus 1 for that. which gave us 3, but we already accounted for that one here. All right, so we got 4 still. Let's look at the pipe because it's a simple one. A pipe is 1 plate, so that gives us 5. Cause it's gonna nope, take it back. We're already accounting for it at this count level. So we need to go here and look at this guy. That's it right there. Okay, so we've got the 3 copper cables here. Plus 4. That's not right. I'm missing something somewhere. And the pump itself. Okay, so we've got 4 here. We've got the 3 copper wires here. And then we have the pump itself, which gives us 8. Okay, that makes sense. I'm not trying to explain this to you guys because you're probably like, come on, man. It's not that hard. Big dummy head. I'm doing it for myself because I've never really sat down to figure out ratios and stuff like that. All right, so there's our pump. Now we need steam engine. So steam engine, 5 pipes, 8 iron gears, and 10 iron plates. So looking at this, this should increase our craft amount by 14. Yeah? 8 wheels, 5 pipes, and the steam engine itself. So that would be 14, which would take us to 22 total. Maybe? Question mark? $22. Look at that. I could do this for a living. All right, so that's our steam engine. Boiler. We need a boiler. Boiler is a stone furnace and a pipe. So we got 4, 5, 6. So that should put us up to 28. Yeah? $27. I was off by 1. I'm cool with that. I don't even need to know why. All right, so small electric pole. This will actually give us 2. So that'll, suck, but oh well. Okay. Let's start placing some of this stuff so we can see where we end up. Okay. That guy. Put the pole. You know what? I normally like to place my poles like that. Okay, so that's those guys. We need a lab. Watch that item count go up. Almost half of our items just to get to this point. It's going to be way over half of our items. Eek. $68. Dang. All right, so Okay, place that guy. Are we ready for science packs? I think we are. 5, 10. We're gonna need some stuff. Look how high that's getting already. 85, 6. And I'm gonna have to deal with biters at some point. All right. So that's all of our science packs. We're gonna go in here. We're gonna start the research. And I think it's a good time to save. Let's call it Lazy Bastard. All right. So what do we got to be prepping for here? We got some stone. Well, we need an assembly machine. That's what we're waiting for. So slow. Yeah, after this, once we get an assembler, it gets really tedious because you have to look at what you want. It's like, oh, okay, I need this. It takes these. I got to make those. I have to stop. Like, okay, I need this now. I got to do that. And then you got to put all your stuff back into the assembler to make the other item. So it can get kind of crazy. I'll probably be pulling my hair out by the time I'm done. Still weird to think, though. We're not even, I mean, this is all we have, right? This and what's in our inventory. And we're already at 89 out of the 111 items that are the max handcrafted items for this achievement. All right, it's done. All right, so we need an assembler, right? All right. Yeah, I think we do. We need an assembler because we need to make furnaces. Yeah, we need furnaces. So here we go. Assembler. Look at that. So the first thing we're going to make is furnaces. Did too many, but that's fine. So let's go set these out. Okay. So we've got yeah. Oh, you know what? I need let's go build. Let's go build another one. So each one takes 5 stone. You can, if you've got something on the map already, you can hover over it. If your pointer is empty, hit Q and it'll pick it up as long as you have it in your inventory. So what we can do is mine here, it'll fill this up, and then we just rotate them around. I'll probably make 2 more so I can have one on the top and one on the bottom as well. So we'll just let that run for a while. Do we have... Yeah, let's go make 2 more. 2 more of those. Okay. Let's see here. Need to get some more of these guys made too. All right. So he is going to do that. How many iron plates do we have left? So we need more iron plates. Yeah, I'm gonna need about 60, and I need about 15 more of those. And yeah, I think gear wheels. Because we're going to be making these, which take copper plates and gear wheels, we want to research electronics. Let's just go ahead and get it queued up so it's ready. So it's ready to go. Okay, click this guy, tell it we're doing those, dump those in there. Hit the Alt key, it shows us what's going on in there. I always like to have that on. How many of these do we need? 30. So lots of walking back and forth here. Two iron plates to make a gear wheel. So I can make 10 more, which is almost what we need. Ten more, 11 more. How much is another one of those miners? 3 gear wheels, 3 iron plates, and a stone furnace. So I've got enough stone. I'll mine some extra iron plates. And then we can make one more of these and have one mining copper or coal all the time. If I had 4, you can actually arrange these things so they mine into each other, and they'll constantly refuel and build themselves up. And I can't remember how much. I think that each one will hold 50 coal. And that way you can just walk by with your control button and left click and pick them all up. All right. That should be enough gear wheels, but we'll let it finish. Okay, we'll come in and take this extra plate out and we'll change it over to doing these. And if you click down in here, hold control and click down in here, it should load everything we have that it needs into the inventory. So that kind of saves some time. Okay. Whoops, I didn't need to pick him up. I could have left him right there. And picked him up. And now we'll drop him here. Give him some coal. Oh, we'll need more copper probably. Yeah, more copper and more gear wheels. So we'll let this finish out here and then we'll swap them out. Yeah, we just need copper plates. because I can make 20 more. That'll put me over the limit. So let's do this. Get that started. We'll go move our mine over and get some more copper plates. I could have been doing that while I was watching with bated breath. Okay. Let's grab the coal. Let's grab the mine. And let's get some copper going. Whoops. What was it? 1 copper plate per? Yeah. Come on. All right. Yeah, as soon as we get electronics. Is that right? Basic signal processing. Okay, so that gets us closer to this guy here, which we need. And yeah, mostly I want this. Because right now, we can only make things that take 2 ingredients or components. So we need the other one to allow us to build more complex things. Because a lot of our stuff here that we need to make takes, yeah, see, he requires 3 components. So I can't even make him with this one. So we need to research the electronics. And then once we get the electronics researched, we'll research this guy, and then we'll be able to make these. And well, you know what? We can do this all right. I'll still have to handcraft this one, but it should only increase my count by 1 because I'll make the steel plate. I'll make the iron gear wheels, the electronic circuits in our existing assembly machine. Then I will harvest our existing assembly machine and then build this guy. So we should only up our We should only up our count by 1. Dang, already an hour in. Yeah, let's go move this guy back over to here. Hey, thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. Trying to figure out how to say that name. Thorgear? Thank you very much. Have you ever played a Factorio? You got it. Thorgear. Sweet. Awesome. I figured the underscore or the low dash was silent. Oh, my bad. So we need to reconfigure for those. Yeah, I've played a little bit of Factorio. Cool. Have you ever gone for the for this particular achievement, the lazy bastard one? Personally have not. Yeah, this is my first stab at it. I'm usually a very spaghetti base builder that kind of goes in and out of main bus design and says, I don't want to build blueprints, or I don't want to use blueprints because I want to do it myself, and then end up using my favorite blueprints. So yeah, I'm going to stick myself to staying with this and seeing if I can nail it. The count's pretty high. I'm still within 1 or 2, I think, of where I've seen other people run. Yeah, 111 items. That's as much as we can handcraft. Come on, come on. Come on, electronics, finish up. All right. So, electronics is done. What do we need for this? Ugh. All right, so nice. Sounds like it's going to take some work. Yeah, it'll definitely take some restraint for sure. Oh yeah, Yeah, I've got, I can't remember my last count. Here, let me go look on Steam. Um, Popping away to my Steam console here. I've got 796 hours playing Factorio so far under Steam. I played it before it was available on Steam, and yeah, tons of replay value. I absolutely love this game. So steel processing and this. That's the next one right there. Okay. I'm trying to think of a game that I have near that many hours in. Yeah, this game, well, it's obviously used up hours of my life. Now, admittedly, not all of those hours logged have been, ooh, Morrowind. Yeah. Skyrim 2. What's the other one? Fallout. The Fallout games, New Vegas, stuff like that. I've got tons of hours in those as well. Yeah, this is used up many hours of my life, but I just say it increases my critical thinking and problem solving abilities. Let's get some more coal going here. We're gonna need some more copper plates, but I'm gonna have this thing start dumping some coal in there, and I'm gonna go start making some rings. Sometimes when I'm playing offline, if I know I'm going to need a lot of stuff for resources or whatever, if I'm doing a lot of research, I'll just leave it on, turn my monitor off, and let it run all night. So a lot of those hours are unattended. But my last playthrough I streamed, I think I've got 28 hours, something like that. Another thing I've really never dove into on this one either is the multiplayer. I've never done any multiplayer on this, which I hear is a lot of fun. So we're going to need 50 for this. And then we're going to need 75 for that. Okay. That's going to take a while. We're trying to get over this one miner hump. In order to build the miner, I need to have an assembly machine that will take 3 components. And the assembly machine 1, I believe, I could walk back over there and look at the machine itself, but I think it only allows me to do, doesn't tell me here, but it only allows me to do things that require 2. I haven't played this game solo ever, always just joined on a friend's server. Wow. Yeah, I've never played multiplayer. How's that? Is it cool? Do you have to worry about people blowing up your stuff or anything like that? Did I pick up my furnace again? Come on, man. What's wrong with me? I enjoy it. Nah, it's always with friends and we're working together. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I used to have a Minecraft server that I paid for from MC Pro Hosting, I think. And basically my brother-in-law and I were the only ones that ever used it. And I had it for about a year, maybe 2 years, year and a half, something like that. And at the time I wasn't really doing a lot of playing, so I canceled it. But I think I might go back there and get a factorio server because they have those. And that way I could do some multiplayer stuff with friends and followers. So do you stream on here as well, or do you just watch? Yeah, yeah. That's I'm not very creative when it comes to playing Minecraft on my own. My daughter can make houses look nice and everything like that. I like to play around with the redstone circuitry, like you're talking about with the new farms and whatnot. But I've never come up with anything original to myself. I always copy other people's designs, but I love watching the videos and learning how the redstone works and stuff like that. Yeah, I used to go to YouTube for all of my video games that I wanted to watch and learn and stuff like that. And then I don't know why, one day, what was I doing? Well, I just built this gaming PC to support my. I have a Samsung Odyssey Pro or Plus or whatever Windows mixed reality headset. So I built it to support that, and somehow I can't remember how. It's like, oh, I've got a Twitch account. I should go check this out. And then I was like, oh, I wonder if I could stream with this PC and my internet connection because our internet here just sucks. Um, and I messed around with it, figured out the settings, and it worked. And yeah, so I just started streaming. I was like, this is a blast. I'm going to play anyway, so I may as well just stream it. Awesome. Same headset. Yeah, I know you are officially the, other than myself, the fourth person I know personally, well, personally, streaming, whatever, that have that headset. I was able to go over to a friend's house and he um, let me try his on and mess around with it for an hour or so to see if it would, work for me. And it was awesome. I loved it. All right. So let's go grab, let's get these, dump them in here. That's not nearly enough to finish that out. So let's go grab our copper and we'll get back over to mining some more iron. I picked up my iron mine too. Don't pick up the iron mine. There we go. Let's put him right there. Drop the miner right there. Ooh, we're getting low on coal as well. Not too worried about the biters yet. I don't like them being close to me at all, but they're still a ways away. So I was thinking about messing with you a bit, but I won't. You actually know me in real life. So, do you really have the same headset? You do. Do you live in Post Falls? I do. No, that's the headset still. The same person that recommended it to you recommended it to me. Hmm. Are you married to the person that recommended it to me? Negative. Are you related? You are related. Okay, so are you a blood relative of the person who... Ugh, my brain. Are you an in-law of the person who recommended it to me? Yes. All right. Well, I'm not going to say your name because I don't know if you want that out there, but that could only be one of a few people. Do you have really curly hair? No. Oh, man. So you're an in-law of the person. Oh, okay. See, I always forget about you, man, because you're never at family function or their family functions that I'm at, which is one in the past however many years. How are you doing, man? I haven't talked to you for a long time. You don't get invited. Come on, man. You were invited to the last one I was at, weren't you? When Robin and Angie and Sarah and okay, you're always working. That makes more sense. I was gonna say they have to invite you. They invited your sister, so they'd have to invite you. I think they might like you more than they like her. Um, yeah, I can't remember. I think the last time that we went over there to hang out, it was just originally I was talking to your sister, who's married to the person who recommended the headset to me, and you. And it's like, man, we haven't done anything for a long time. We should all get together and do something, have dinner or games or something like that. Next thing I know, she took like, all right, cool. Started up like a private. Did she start up a private Facebook thing? Anyway, started inviting people. And next thing I know, we're over there at their place with their kids, and your mom and dad were there. My brother and his family were there. Yeah, it was cool. It was very cool. I don't know why I opened those. Sounds like it would have been a ton of fun. Yeah, it was. We did some Jackbox games, talked. You know, there were several groups. You know, we were out on the porch, and then we were in the house, and back looking at the office and computers and stuff like that. And the kids were playing with Sorcerer's headset and Beat Fusion, or Beat whatever. I think it's Beat Fusion or whatever it's called. Beat Laser Wand Jedi, or I have no clue. Um, they're having a blast. A good time was had by all. One of these days I'll put a camera on this computer and then you can see my ugly mug over here with my shaved sides of my head and ponytail and beard. Okay, so we need more gear wheels. Let's go ahead and make some of those. Yeah, I mean, I know Sorcerer's this world famous Twitch affiliate now, but we'll have to see if we can coordinate our non-streaming days and everybody's days off and get together and do something. Maybe get Christian down too. Him and his wife live up in Moyer Springs. It's quite a drive for them to come down, but you probably haven't seen him for a while. All right, let's make some more of those. Sounds like a great idea. Of course it's a great idea. You and I came up with it. You might remember his wife. Um, her family used to go to Spirit Lake Baptist back in the day. The Polars, Jason and Maranatha Polar. Of course, I'm saying their names on the internet. The FBI is probably listening. Oh no, or the CIA or the CBI or whatever. Anyway, he married their oldest daughter, Mariah, and they were just little kids back then before they moved. But yeah, you guys were pretty young back then. You probably don't know all of them. Hmm. Yeah, if you're on Facebook, he's on Facebook. She's on Facebook as well, and she has a YouTube channel, kind of following their. Um, it's called, what is it called? Our Eden Journey, about their gardening and food forest and all that stuff. Yeah, I know. That's where friend. Okay, cool, cool. See, so you got the ability. Reach out, man. Yeah, it's pretty cool. They got our grandkids are in the video, and they're trying to build out. They bought a place up there in Moyer Springs early this year, late last year. It was early this year, and they're trying to build like a food forest, right? Have all the stuff in their yard, or most of the stuff in their yard, things that they can eat. Um, cut down on bills and get better food for you instead of the stuff you can buy at the grocery store and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, Caleb, our youngest boy, uh, he's no longer here. Well, I don't want to say where he's at because of OPSEC, but yeah, he's in the Marine Corps. He was deployed or got his first permanent duty station, and his wife will be joining him um, there. He just got married in July. So yeah, they're all getting married. The only one we have left at home anymore is Shayna. She's 18, has a job, boyfriend, all that stuff. Pretty soon everybody's going to be married off and have kids. I guess Seth will be the last one. He's the youngest out of all you kids. Yep, married guy. All right, so our research is done there. Ooh, the pick. That makes stuff so much quicker. But I don't want to wait for 50 of those just to do that. We'll do that later. You're old. Come on, man. Not that old. I'll be Mm-hmm. 49 this year. Yeah, 49 this year. All right, let's get our logistics science pack researched. That's going to take a lot of stuff. We probably won't get this one all researched before the end of the stream tonight. We got 35 minutes left in the scheduled stream. Well, I hope that makes you feel a little bit better. What makes me feel even better is that your parents are even older than I am. What do we need? We need more iron gear wheels. We'll drop this one off there and go get some more iron. Yeah, whenever Sorcerer is streaming, if I see them, which I always do, they pop into the stream. I was like, the old people are here. I'm out of here. Oh, got a full stack there. Let's go ahead and grab this guy. Yeah, this is going to be a lot more fun once we get this other inserter built so that we can get another drill. Hotel internet's killing you. Are you traveling for work or something? Are you on vacation? Work. Yep. Gotta love the work traveling. Is it someplace fun at least? Are you going to a convention or something? Not really. Yakima. Oh. See, there's good things in Yakima, though. Yakima Valley Hops is in Yakima. And they make some pretty awesome hops for making homemade beer, which is one of my favorite hobbies. So, good stuff. I just noticed that the chat is covering over the objective. Hold on. Yeah, I've got some hops growing here in my backyard too. I planted them this spring. I planted 10 hop rhizomes and 8 survived. I was going to go move that chat window off of the achievement up there that we're watching, but I forgot I'm using Stream Elements, so I have to log into the Stream Elements site and take care of that, and I'm not going to do that right now. I can wait until later. I'm installing new network gear for a school out here. Their new data center is huge. Crazy to see it in a school. Dang, is it like a college or trade school or elementary, high school? What kind of school? I don't talk about my job that much, but next time you're in let's see, when you were talking about growing hops. Oh yeah, I was just saying that I planted some hops this spring because I make homemade beer, and I planted 10 rhizomes and 8 of them survived. I think the tallest one's probably about 12 feet now. High school, cool. Yeah, the next time you're in town and you've got some time off in the middle of the week, because everybody has time off during the middle of the week, you'll have to come out to my work in Airway Heights. I'll show you our data center out there. It's not huge, but it's not the smallest either. It's 10,000 square feet. Oh, I guess maybe it is a good sized data center. Um, yeah, we can knock out, it's a tilt up, um, what do you call it? It's a tilt up concrete structure, prefab type thing. Um, and we can knock down a portion of the back wall and expand out for another 10,000 square feet. If we need it. But I don't think we'll need it anytime soon. We just started up on a new high density racking initiative. So we're restructuring a lot of stuff, putting more servers in the racks. Um, we've got 4 crack units right now. Let's go ahead and have it do this while we're running around. But I think we have enough pad space and plumbing already there to do 6 total, or maybe it's 10 total. I can't remember. 2 megawatt generator on site, enough fuel for at least a month straight of running, I'm pretty sure. Cool. And you do networking, right? That's what you're saying? You need a network engineer? I thought that's what you did, was networking. Hmm. Oh, do I need a network engineer? Um, about 6 or 8 months ago, yeah. But we just one of our cybersecurity guys came over. Chat's a bit delayed, I think. Yeah, I think there's about a 16 or 20-second delay between the time you type and the time it shows up on the stream. But I see, as soon as you type in the chat, I see it come up really quick. So I'm actually reading off of the Twitch chat instead of the stream chat. Um, yeah, we hired a new network guy from outside the company, and then two of the people that we had working there moved into networking. One of them was a cybersecurity guy, and the other one was from EDI. I think he was an EDI programmer. But yeah, we're full up, I think, on network engineers. I can ask for sure. I do have a position open for another Unix administrator, though. Unix systems administrator. I'm also looking for a developer. Oh, you were joking. You jokesters. Well, at least you know how to spell it. All caps, baby. Most of the people I know, even people who apply for the job, don't capitalize it. And a lot of people don't care, just capital U Nix. But for me, it's that attention to detail. Speaks volumes. What about Linux? Do you know anything about Linux? Well, that's about all I know. You're probably selling yourself short. Yeah, we're moving away from Unix to Linux more and more. So I actually restructured the job posting to be more Linux focused. Um, at this point in the game, since we're not using Unix specific hardware, and it's more commodity type stuff. The hardcore dyed in the wool Unix admin stuff isn't always required. Yeah, that, and then we got a position open for a developer, like a web, like full stack developer, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Node.js specifically, React.js, GraphQL, all that stuff. Let's see here. Monitoring and network management type stuff. You know Python. Python. I know Python. I love Python. And my personal opinion about programming languages is if you know one, you can learn another one. Um, I used to be against JavaScript. I just did not like JavaScript. Had no desire to even think about it. Was definitely just hardcore dyed-in-the-wool Python guy. Anything I needed to do that I couldn't do with a batch file or PowerShell script on Windows or bash or something like that, or like a one-line Perl abomination. I'd do it in Python, and then the developer that we have right now, uh, he started as a Unix admin. We were talking, and he asked me if I'd ever looked at Node.js. I'm like, no, I can't say I ever have. It's like, yeah, it's basically the same as the engine that the Chrome browser is built on, JavaScript. I'm like, oh, I hate JavaScript. Went into this whole thing about why I hated JavaScript and how it wasn't a real language and all of that stuff. And he turned me around on it. And now, like just recently, I was doing some analysis type stuff where we were doing a whole bunch of documentation on disaster recovery plans. And I needed to write something, a templating engine basically, specific to what I was trying to do. And I wrote it in Node. It was just the first thing that came to mind is write it in Node, because that's once I got into it and started playing around with it, I really started to enjoy it again. All right, let's get these last few fired off here on this. And what are we going to need? We're going to need more iron. So actually, we're going to need some more coal. Yeah, we'll mine some more coal. Yeah, I'm surprised. You guys mostly Cisco gear for your networking? Is that what you use? Whoops. Ran out of stuff. Yeah, almost exclusively Cisco. Sweet. So like Nexus gear with fexes and stuff like that. Like the 2238s, 22 or 2232, 2248, that kind of stuff. CCNP, CCDP, then a couple of CCNP. Sweet. Yeah, if you don't already know it, let's see. Yeah, I work a lot with Nexus 3500s, 3300s, sorry. Yeah, we got 5, 6, and 7Ks at work right now for our main, well, the 7Ks are our like main stuff, and then 5Ks, 6Ks, and then also for our fexes we're using the 20 or 2000 series, the 2200s or whatever they are. But I know they're doing like a whole bunch of refreshes. With those though, I believe that they all support TCL or Tickle. So you could do a lot of automation, um, configuring of switches, things like that, pulling backups using TCL. You might want to look into that one. It's pretty powerful. Yep, TCL, man. It's a good one to start with. Python though is definitely a good one. The only thing that puts the number one thing I think that puts most people off from learning Python is the syntax, how it's white space sensitive. But syntax is syntax. Every language has syntax, and you just have to work with it. Yeah, the last place I worked, we had catalyst switches, or I should say a catalyst switch. It was older. It's a 4506. Yang. I'm not familiar with Yang. Newer Cisco switches have the ability to run Python scripts directly on them. Really? I did not know that. That is kind of cool. Now, is it just the core Python, or do they support other like Python libraries that you can import and stuff like that? Catalyst 9000 series, they're amazing. Oh, I bet. All right, 14 minutes. Just got a message. My wife is accusing me of stepping in. Well, she's not accusing me. She just says she thinks I stepped in dog poop and tracked it into the house, which means I'm going to get in trouble. Oh, nice. That is awesome. So they're running a Linux kernel on those switches along with like, are they still running like Cisco iOS? So this gets us that. Yeah, it's a newer OS, iOS XE. Cool. Yeah, I'll have to ask our network guys at work about it tomorrow. I lost track of all that stuff when I came to the company I work at now. Um, it's just, there's so much and it moves so fast. It's almost impossible to keep up with it for me. 11 minutes. More gear wheels. Let's go get some stuff. There's just so much to keep track of. I get to because it's my job to know all this. Yeah, that's the fun stuff is when you're like getting paid, to keep up with that. In my current role, I manage people more than I manage systems, but my employees, manage the stuff. So that's kind of cool. So I'm kind of like on the edge. I get to stay in tune with some of the stuff they do, but I don't have the time in my day, and it's not my responsibility to keep tabs on all the latest technologies. I kind of try and keep my ear to the street and get the high level stuff so I can talk to them about it and see if they've encountered any of that or what they thought about. Like right now, the big thing is containerization. So we already use Docker for a lot of our stuff, but I don't do a lot of deep configuration stuff with it anymore. I can jump on there and do stuff, but when it's all said and done, I handle it. I hand it over. I was like, here's what I did. If you find anything useful in here, feel free to take it, make it your own, whatever. But I don't have the time to do this. But this is what I've figured out or discovered. And sometimes it's helpful, sometimes it's not, and it still lets me have fun and dabble, stay somewhat sharp and focused on that stuff, but not have to get too deep into it or worry about maintaining the latest certifications and stuff like that. But my employees are Unix / Linux systems administrators, storage administrators, and developers. So it's a pretty wide slice of technologies I get to be exposed to, but not deep into it like you are. I'm just an old guy. They put me out to pasture. Not really. Ugh, we got it. All right, so this one shouldn't take as long. Well, you know what? It's gonna, because we have to make 40 of these and 40 of those. Let's go ahead and start it. And we'll let this guy go ahead and finish out. Yeah, made the move to management a few years back. It's cool because I get to help people. It's like, hey, what do you want to do with your career? It's like, oh, I want to be an engineer. It's like, all right, let's map out how to do that. And here's how you would do it, when you want to do it by, and being able to help them, really chase and achieve what they want to achieve. Two of my guys are getting to go down to a Hitachi Next conference in Las Vegas. There's a certification included in that one, so. Well, you could always take the technical lead role. That's what I was before I was a supervisor, is a lead. So I still, um, still worked the ticket queue. I was still on call. I had direct report employees, and I would do their performance evaluations and things like that. But I was still doing work, but I was also directing their work. So that was kind of cool. And you still, even though if you're a supervisor, if you can still stay focused at a level, maybe not the same level as your high level, high performing employees, but if you can still stay fresh on things, then they'll still come to you and bounce things off, even if it's just at a higher conceptual level and you're not giving them the exact commands to do it. So it's kind of cool, very rewarding, I think. I'm one of the leads on the team currently, but more of a lead engineer. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, once you hit engineer, if you make the jump to architect, I think the only real way to go from there is into a more of a technical management type of role, unless you can just supervise a whole bunch of architects or other engineers, things like that. But then really, I mean, you're into employee development instead of, developing your technical skills, and it just eventually bleeds off. And it is a use it or lose it type of thing too. So if you're not in there every day doing stuff, it's easy to forget it. Takes away a lot of the stress too, though. Like if you're up against a technical hurdle, um, you can delegate, right? It's like, here's the problem, here's kind of what we're looking at, what we're thinking, and take a look at it and let me know what you think. And then you can pull ideas together and kind of help them, like do a straw man thing where you tear down, play the devil's advocate to the solution and really fine tune it. Easy to forget. You're still young. You got plenty of time. You'll probably end up in management eventually, but you don't have to, and that's what's cool. You can. I have employees. I had an employee that just retired recently, and he was a Unix systems administrator um, till the day he retired. I mean, not it wasn't his first job. He was a graphics designer and stuff like that, but he was a field engineer for Sun. So he was doing Unix like cluster configurations and things like that, and eventually got into the systems administration role, and he was perfectly happy there. Stayed there for his entire career, and really enjoyed it. I have another employee, just started recently. Brought them on as an engineer, and it's just what they love doing. All right, how are we doing? 3 minutes. Yeah, I think once I dump this load of resources off over here, we'll... Yeah, so let's reset this for gear wheels, and that shouldn't take too terribly long to build those out. Once that's done, I'm going to reset for see how much science do we have over here? 22, so we need 18 more. Yeah, 18 more red. Sorry, I feel like I'm really distracting you. Nope, you are not. You're not distracting me at all. There's plenty of time to let this stuff spin. Unless these guys right here, these little biters, come over here and get me when I'm not looking, then we're good. Alright, so we need 18 more. So 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Whoop whoop. Alright. I've been lurking. Well, hello there, Mr. LAN Assassin. Have you been listening to our geek talk then about switches and management and all of that fun stuff? Just got done with Overwatch placements. Yeah, I got on before I was streaming. I was going to watch Sorcerer stream, but then I realized that she's not streaming tonight. Yeah, I realized that when I went and checked her schedule. Well, I went to her page first. I was like, oh, she's offline. Then I looked at her schedule. Sweet. Yeah, I try and fit my streams in on nights when my Sarah, with an H, has to go to bed early because she works the next day. I didn't stick to my schedule last week either. I missed a day or two because I got home late from work or whatever. Cool. That's awesome. So is she going to try and go for partner as well? Awesome. Yeah, I'm making the slow. It's not really a grind, more of a needing toward affiliate. Um, 50 concurrent views. Awesome. Yeah, that's one of the, isn't that one of the requirements for partner? Yeah, I was also going to try to be the first sub, but my Twitch Prime sub that I have that I was going to use for it is currently in use and doesn't expire until the 23rd. But I don't need to be the first. All right. So now we need to make these guys. Um, oh, there you go. Thorgear, go do it. You can go subscribe. Oh, that's true. So that settles it for me too. I will wait. I will wait until. All right, so for these I need copper wire or copper cable and iron plates. So how many do I need? 3 copper cable per. I need 40 of these, so I need 120 copper cable. Okay. 2 per. Oh, that'll work out just about perfect. She paid someone on Fiverr to do them. Sweet. Yeah, I've been banging away on HTML, JavaScript, and CSS to do some animations for my subs and, or not subs, but follows and stuff like that. I just haven't had time to play around with them in Stream Elements yet. Yeah, I really like Stream Elements. All of my overlays are Stream Elements. The interface is a little bit cumbersome uh, until you get used to it, but it's once you get used to it, it's pretty sweet. All right, so there's our 120 cable. Ooh, 121. Look how awesome we are. And then we need 40 iron plates. So, hey, I am the boss. I make the rules. Crap, she's here. What do you mean not for my stream? I'm going to scroll back now. I did most of her stuff in Adobe Premiere. Yeah, I may use Adobe Premiere to make some of the animations that I'll play, and definitely for the transitions and things like that. You're the boss of my stream. You're hosting me. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Uh, Adobe Premiere. Yeah, I love motion graphics. I'm mostly Mac over here. Oh, you're not the boss of my stream. Okay. Oh yeah, WebM. Go check out. Why can't? Oh, because of the Mac thing. Well, you know what? A Mac is Unix, certified Unix, so it's all good. Um, yeah, you too, Thorgear. Thanks for the follow. And next time we have one of these meetups, we'll have to make sure everybody is available. Yeah, I run on my work PC. I run Windows Subsystem for Linux, Ubuntu 1804 LTS. Real Linux. See, I'm over here reading the chat, not even paying attention to my thing. What are we doing for time? It's 9:06, so I'm over. Had a blast talking with all you guys. I got to eat my food and get to bed and get downloading the new game I bought. So I'm going to go ahead and save the game. Is there anybody out there that you guys would like to raid? No Man's Sky in VR. Ooh. Don't have anyone online. All right. Well, we won't raid then. If Sorcerer was playing, I'd raid, or any of her peeps. But all right. Well, I'll catch you guys later. I'll pop over to your channel tomorrow night before I start streaming. I think I stream 8:30 to whenever tomorrow night. So, yeah, thanks for following. Thanks for lurking, watching, chatting, having a blast. Follow, subscribe here. All my social media / or at BSD Guy Sean everywhere. And we'll talk to you all then. Nighty night, everybody.